There we are. We are
Okay.
live. Hey, dreamers.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Tuesdays with Jenny. A little later in the day today than last week or the previous week, but
Mhm.
that's okay with me. Maybe we'll have
Sorry about that.
different people on. It's
Yeah.
a different time, right? So,
Yeah. Busy day. Busy.
yes. So,
Yeah.
Kim is joining me again this week.
Hi, everyone.
And I did make a post about this being on YouTube. And you can get the link from our Facebook page as well as our Instagram page. Or you can go straight to our YouTube channel.
That's
Now
so
there's,
cool.
I
Good for
know,
you.
right? There was a little bit of glitching with the, like I said, the name, like the Dreaming Tree name
Right.
got changed, but that will be changed back in a couple days. So
Good.
that's what happens when you're not tech savvy.
You're getting there. You're getting
I'm
there.
getting there slowly, yes. So today's conversation is going to be a little bit about the new moon energy, and the shift of energies for the seasons, right? How we have that seasonal shift and the energies that affect us from the seasonal shift. And then
Mhm.
Kim will share what she is now, because it's February. She's now offering.
I'm back.
She's back. She had a month off.
Well, I
Maybe
actually just I have this week, and then I start next week.
okay. Well, she's not back until next week, but she's going to share a little bit about what she is
Mhm.
bringing to the tree and to her own personal space.
Absolutely
Yeah.
excited.
So, yeah, I thought we should start off about talking about the new moon energy since we are in a new moon today. And
Yes.
it's pretty powerful new moon too because it's in the lunar new year. So that lunar new year energy or the lunation, that's moon energy in like real language, real talk or
Mhm.
whatever. That amplifies it and makes it more powerful, right? So whatever's happening right now, it's going to be kind of amplified just with that lunar moon energy.
Right.
Yes. And this energy is like personal and collective. So it's
Yes.
not just about personal change or bringing a fresh start to yourself. It's about bringing a fresh start collectively.
Yes.
All new moon energies are generally fresh starts, right?
Mhm.
So, and
Our emotions are emotions are heightened
oh, definitely,
during
and
this time,
not
like
necessarily as
oh,
much as a full moon, but
mhm,
very much so, even
very
in the
much.
new moon. Right? I did a little
Right.
post about it earlier. I
Mhm.
pulled one of the new moon cards from.
Oh, I was wondering if you would do that with your
Actually, I
card.
did two. I pulled one from each deck,
Okay.
and I kind of like combined the descriptions or the suggestions.
Right.
So yeah,
So how are you feeling from the new moon? How do you feel
I
today?
am sleepy. Well, I was sleepy earlier today. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was just cozy. Everything was perfect, and I'm just like, oh, blankets are perfect. Like everything's soft. All the pillows are right where they were wanted to be. I'm like, I'm not getting up today. I'm not doing the day. But then I got up. Once I got up, I'm like buzzing, full of energy. Right, the
Yeah.
new ideas that are coming in, and just the new fresh start. I could
Yes.
feel it
Mhm.
happening throughout my whole body. How about you?
Um, well, I didn't sleep very well. But then I had a busy day and I've been like jittery. Like I can feel that my vibration is heightened. I can feel
Oh,
it.
good, because that we're gonna get to that too,
Oh
right?
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to pull my bodies, like my subtle bodies in. I'm trying.
right,
But like I can feel that I'm too far out. I know when I'm too far out, and I know
right.
today. Um, I don't know if it was because what busy day or whatever, but
Mhm.
I just feel like it's too far. Like putting my hands, I guess you can't really see, but putting my hands like this far, I can still feel my energy. Like
Right, and you want it to
my
be
hands are like, whoo,
closer to your body. You want
and
it
I
to be
want it to
around
be
you.
like this, right?
When it's
But it's
out
like
way out here?
out
No.
here. So
Yeah.
what happens when it's out here is that
Mhm.
then other energies get mixed up with it, other people's energies and stuff like that. So
Right.
you gotta just try. Like before we started today, I was talking with my crystals and playing with my crystals and
Mhm.
stuff like that, trying to um, you know just ground, like just
Yes.
fully ground.
Well, this energy is asking that of us to vibrate at our highest, at our authentic self. It
Yeah.
wants to us to vibrate at our highest potential.
Hmm.
So when that moon energy comes towards us, we're feeling it, we respond, right? So our energy is wanting to be expansive, wanting to like interact with that moon energy. So we have to be mindful of that because it can bring in a lot of stuff, emotions. And what you were doing today could have been emotional for you,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So then that is amplified too, like with
Now
the
that's a new
lunar.
start, right? That's a new start for
Yes.
one of my family members.
Yes.
And so it was nice seeing that brand new start for them. But
Right.
excitement and then worry and like all of it balled up.
All into one. Yes.
So
Yep.
it's too far out. So I have to practice what I preach, right? And I have to
Right.
try and pull my bodies in myself. And I know that if I personally can't do it, then I reach out to you or
Right.
our other
Mhm.
friends that are able to help with that. So it's always good to have that extra support during
Yes.
this time as well.
Oh, definitely, because this moon energy is bringing in a lot. It's going to
Hmm.
hit us in within the week, this full week, right? Of
Hmm.
wanting to socialize and brainstorm and do all kinds of stuff like that. So when you're socializing, when you're with your friends and you're thinking big, because that's what we want to do right now, we want to think big. Our friends can help us like maintain that, not contain it, because you don't want to contain that energy. You just want to maintain it, and then you might feel a little more grounded.
Right.
So while
Yeah.
you're socializing and brainstorming with all those friends, get one of them to help you pull yourself back together.
Or even like, today it was like different energies around me, and I just kept washing my hands. I just kept going and putting the cold water for me is what I love. I
Very
love.
grounding for you.
Yeah, it's very grounding for
Yes.
me. So,
Yep.
yeah, I just kept washing my hands and like even up to like my
Bring it
elbow.
up the body, right? Yes.
Yeah, because
Wow.
that for me that grounds me. So just
Right.
because there was so much energy and so much going on that it was I really needed to be grounded, and I still do. I can feel it.
Right. Well, you're going to feel that probably topsy turvy or whatever for a couple days. And it doesn't help because right now we are sandwiched, or the new moon kind of is sandwiched in between Venus
Hmm.
and Mercury retrogrades.
The retrogrades that we
So,
talked about last week.
yeah, so that also gives moon energy another powerful energetic signature, right? So,
Yep.
one of those planets is encouraging us to leave the past behind, while the other one is encouraging us to lay a foundation.
Yep.
So we have the moon, the new moon energy just bursting out new possibilities and new
Mhm.
ideas and newness, freshness. And then you have these other two planets making a sandwich of that.
Yes.
So as their retrograde comes to an end, it will feel very intense, like big energy, supercharged, like change the world kind of energy. So for
Wow.
a full week, we're all going to be on this like super moon high. Right?
Yeah, we're
So,
gonna be bouncing.
yes, exactly. So we really do have to find ways to be grounded,
Yeah.
right? It's just going to be nudging us and pushing us to like show that independence
Right.
and that authentic energy. And
Yes.
we're going to want to, right? We've been in
Yeah.
that slump of the sleepy winter months.
Well,
So we
that's
get
the
this
thing
one
too.
day of like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I know that they've been saying the snowstorm's coming, this blizzard's coming,
Yes.
whatever. It
Apparently
probably
tomorrow
will.
and the day before. I don't believe it till I see it.
Right. But I'm like, oh, that's a good way, like, an excuse, I guess, to stay home and just stay,
Yeah, really, Mother Earth is helping
cozy.
us stay grounded,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She probably can sense the shifts as well. She's
Oh, absolutely. And she's coming,
right.
and
Yeah,
Mother Earth is coming in with a whew, if we get
exactly.
it.
Yeah, we'll see, right?
Yeah, we'll
So
see.
there's so much happening with this energy. It's asking us to do stuff, right? All the time. If you're interacting with moon energies, planet energies, you're going to ask questions about what they want from you. What does this energy need from me? But this time is asking you, What do you need to feel? What do you need to feel comfortable in your authentic self? Right. So that part of you that feels weird and awkward
Mhm.
or out of place or whatever, what do you need so you can bring that part of you back into your life every day? Bring it to the table all the time. Because when we're working with all parts of ourselves,
Mhm.
we are unstoppable, right? We are
Absolutely.
high vibing energy. We have courage and we're brave and we act with conviction.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Whew.
I got all kinds of notes about this. There's a want list going to surface with this energy too. So this is like going to be within 7 days, right? Maybe a little
Yeah.
more for a few people, maybe less. But they want you to socialize and brainstorm. I think I already said that. And think bigger. Think really, really big. Like document all those new ideas and
Yeah.
the new interests and new ways of approaching things. Put it down because it's going to spark all kinds of stuff, and we don't want to miss those aha light bulb moments, right?
Right.
We want to
Right.
utilize them.
We need to release to get new, right? We have to make room
Yes.
for it. So
Yep.
we need to let go of whatever and then to make room for the new adventures, the new
Right.
ideas and thinking out of the box. It's really, really important right now that we
Yes.
each figure out what it is that it's time to release and to make room for what.
Yep.
Like we have to actually sit down and have a mindful meditation maybe, or just be in the
Yeah.
moment to see exactly where you're at right now today,
Exactly. Yeah.
not tomorrow,
And noting that
in the moment.
that tried and true way of doing things that we always do it this way,
Hmm.
that approach is no longer going to cut it, right?
Hmm.
We're actually being inspired to think with cutting edge ideas, different solutions rather
Right.
than, okay, I resolved this thing this way previously. No, that's not going to happen anymore. New energies require new ways,
Right.
right? So
Hmm.
that rush of motivation you're going to get and inspiration, use that. Use that to like focus on new ways of doing things. Like you said,
Absolutely.
sit in mindfulness meditation. You it doesn't have
Hmm.
to be long. It can be like for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to get something out of it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And when you get these ideas, make sure that you just don't ignore them. You're getting them for a reason. You're
Yes.
seeing it for a reason. You're feeling it for a reason. Whatever it is, there is a reason why you're getting these messages or visions. So you have to act on it. There's a reason why.
Mhm.
Like it's nudging you. It's nudging, nudging,
Yes.
nudging.
Yes,
And
and so important right now. We're
mhm,
being gifted this energy to do that, right? In this
yeah.
space. Most times with new moons, we're moving forward. We're just leaving the past behind and we're moving forward. Well, right now, because of those two planets sandwiching us, they are actually going to nudge us to um, look backwards a little bit, right? So one of the planets wants us to look back and one of us wants to lay that one other one wants us to lay a foundation. But there's specific dates that they're wanting us to look back on, right? So they're wanting us to look back into 2021 at February 17th, June 14th, and December 24th. And they're actually going to take us back to the emotion of that to reassess what happened then and decide if we want it to stay that way or we want to use a new idea resolution to change it.
Mhm.
Okay, so those moments you don't know where you were at that time. Just sit quietly and think about it. Look at the calendar, even if you have to look at a calendar to say where was I on February 17th, 2021? Who was I talking to in June or December 24th? We all know where we were on Christmas Eve, right? So take moments and take your emotions back with you,
Mhm.
but don't set up camp in that emotion. Just decide whether you want to release that emotion or reassess it and redirect it.
Right.
Yes, and then you have to release.
It was funny when you said the date. I actually think that we were together.
I think so too.
Yeah. Somebody's birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, this is a second chance, right? The moon
Mhm.
and the two planets are offering us a second chance. They're going to be influencing us to like release it or reassess it.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I totally believe that. Look
Okay,
at
so
it.
are we talking about the date of June or February?
February said the when you said February 17th,
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
I mean, it was COVID time, so we had to do a group chat, a
Oh, we were
Zoom.
on Zoom. Oh my gosh, I know that
Yeah.
group Zoom. Okay. Yes, there was quite a few people involved in that
There
Zoom
was.
meeting too. So
Absolutely. Yeah,
there's
so
a lot that we can reassess from there. That's awesome.
yeah. Awesome, right?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that one.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so more on the new moon.
Okay.
It's a reminder that our emotions, our thoughts, and our actions create this electromagnetic field that goes around us. And that frequency is what we emit constantly.
Mhm.
So, in saying that, our energy speaks before we do. Like some energy people know that
Yes.
when you can
Yeah.
tell when someone's coming or once they come into the space, their energy is talking to you before they even say hi to you. So
Yeah.
that's what they're encouraging us to sit in that and ask, what is our energy saying? What do
Hmm.
we want our energy to say? Right? It's so powerful. So powerful. So if our energy is saying one thing and we don't want it to say that, what do we have to do? So we can shift that frequency and
Yeah.
project something else out.
Yes. Reassess that. Go back and
Definitely.
if you have to,
Right.
you just go back and you kind of tweak it and just change a little bit and just,
And
to
then
make
you
it
and then there's
positive.
not too, right? There are some people who are just happy with that's
Yep.
how they want to be and what they want to project. So you don't have to reassess it. You
Right.
can keep it the way it is.
Yep. It might not be
Accept.
time for you to release.
Right. Yes.
Right? There's some stuff that it has to go accordingly to our journey and releasing. So,
Right.
there might be stuff that is just not time yet to wow, to
Yes.
release. There's like, I'm sorry, but there's like a male energy behind you and it's so
Of course
strong.
there is. Okay? It's probably my uncle.
Yeah, that's why I'm scratching because it's like, okay, go away.
Yes, this week I had an uncle pass away. Wait a minute. No, last week. Last
Last
week
week.
now. Okay,
Yeah,
at the end of last week. So he's been interacting a lot. He's interacted with Kim. He's interacted with Kenzie, and he's really not wanting to go anywhere. In my morning meditation this morning, his voice actually came right through the Bluetooth speaker,
really.
and it stopped me from meditating. I'm just like, what? No.
Did he confirm what I said
Um, which
about
part?
wanting to stay?
Yes. Oh yeah.
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 Okay, good. Yeah.
So, yeah, and I relayed all those messages to everybody who needed to get the
Good.
messages too. So,
Yeah,
but I'm
good.
just like, okay, but you can stay. You can be here hanging out with me, but don't bother my meditation. Like, wait till
Well,
I'm done.
yeah, it's almost like they test, to see, like, once they realize it's like, what? It's kind of like
Yeah,
how we feel when we deal with spirit or souls. And
you get
you
excited.
it's probably the same on their side too,
Like,
right?
oh
They're
my
like,
god, she hears me. Oh my
seriously,
gosh.
you can hear
Yeah,
this? Like, this is real?
yeah. So yeah, you have to set your boundaries in place again and to say, okay, that's not how you communicate with me.
Yeah.
So,
New
but it's kind
boundaries,
of
new
fun.
people.
It's
Hmm.
kind of fun. Lots of memories are coming back in and
Nice.
like
That's
happy
nice.
memories. That's good.
Yeah, that's actually very nice. I like
Yeah.
to hear that when spirit brings back memories, and I love it when it's like stuff you forget about, and then
Oh
it
yeah.
comes back, and you just like, how could I forget that?
Yeah,
That was so much
exactly.
fun, and blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
so I personally, like, when I was doing readings, I loved seeing people like that light bulb go off, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yes, I remember that.
That's kind of what it was like with my dad this past weekend.
Okay.
He was reminiscing as well, right? And he was bringing out
Mm,
pictures and sharing, and I'm just like,
nice. Very
safe
nice.
space, right? Share it. Like, When
Yes.
it's good stuff, share the bad stuff too, because
Yeah.
obviously that comes up to be
It's
released.
life. It's,
Yeah,
it's life. We
definitely.
have to balance.
We do. So that moves us into the next part.
Okay.
It moves us into that seasonal affective disorder. Some people
Mm-hmm.
call it SAD, SAD,
Sad.
right?
SAD. Yeah.
And while we're in this beautiful new moon energy within the next week, we can pull on that to help with that effect of the winter months, right?
Yeah.
Because the winter months are kind of like a slump for some people. And
Yes. It's
it's
hard.
legitimate. It's actually this the sunlight that's causing the issue or the
Yes.
lack of
Yeah.
sunlight,
The
put it that way.
shorter like
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
The
Mm-hmm.
lack of it actually stops part of our brain from working,
Mm-hmm.
and then we create too much melatonin.
Yeah.
So that, messes with our internal clock, and it gives us changes in our all of our patterns, our energy levels, our appetites,
Mm-hmm.
our sleep habits, um, make make you feel sleepier, which I kind of felt sleepy this morning, but I think that's due to a couple different things. But yeah, the winter months, it can just make people feel like there's no end to it. But then on the
Yeah.
flip side, there's people that actually it's a turning point for. That just like, oh, we made it to January. Spring is
Mhm.
right around the corner, right? It's
Yes.
depending on who you are, um, and how you approach the winter months. Does it make you sleepy? Does it make you lonely? Does it make you sad? Or do you just like snuggle right in for that rest?
Almost like a bear, right? Hibernation,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah, some people
We
really like
we
that.
go in. We tend to go in, and yes, it's lack of the sun, and the shorter days and just everything, after the holidays too.
Hmm.
That's a lot, and with our restrictions and stuff like that have been lifted now, but January again was like whoop, everything was shut down again. So
Hmm.
you know you, you get stuck at home, and it's hard. I know this personally because this happens to me a lot. I get so comfortable in my own space that I never want to get out of it, and that's not healthy. It's just not.
No,
Right?
it's
Like,
really
if
not.
I could stay home every day and just hide, I would, but that's not healthy, and I know that. So I know that if I'm getting into that slump, I call on my friends. I've had them show up at my house to even notice, to pull
Yep.
me out. I've had it, and I appreciate it, and it's just something that I personally deal with. So,
Right.
there's always a taboo about talking about depression and anxiety and all that stuff, but I really am like, talking to the people that are suffering during this time, because I do understand, and you just have to keep going. You have to call your friends. You have to make a hot, like, make sure you enjoy your hobby, even if it's just crossword puzzles, whatever it is, a game,
Right.
one of those games on your phone, whatever it is that just makes you happy about something. For you got to keep going, call your friends, try and get out for a walk if you can, even if it's a 5-minute walk.
Yep.
Just go out and breathe the fresh air. Like, even some days, just open your front door. If that's all you can do, that's all
Right.
you can do. Open the front door and get some fresh
Yes.
air.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I like to remind people to stay hydrated. I don't
Yeah.
know why people think that once they're just sitting at home cozy, they don't need to drink. Right?
Hmm.
Oh, I had a tea and I'm fine. I haven't done anything today. I'm not really thirsty. You really do need to stay hydrated because that's also helping with balancing part of the body.
Yes.
When you're
Absolutely.
dehydrated, your skin gets affected, your organs can get affected. All that stuff can happen, right? So we got to survive these winter sleepy months, and all those little things help you survive.
Yeah.
Drinking more, like you said, going for a little walk, reading a
Getting
book,
fresh air. Yep.
have
Reading a
a
new.
bath, like do something really little because it doesn't have to be
Yep.
big to pull yourself out of
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
can just acknowledging that you're in it is good
Hmm.
enough sometimes. It's
You
like,
see, like in Windsor, you'll see a lot of times people just drive down to the river and
yeah,
just sit in their cars just to watch, them breaking the ice or whatever's going on down there.
right.
And just to have that beautiful sight, do something like that,
Well, they've
take.
done a lot of things to do that, right? They've gotten up, they got dressed, They
Got
went
dressed.
outside and got some fresh air in their
Hopefully
vehicle,
brushed your teeth.
right? Well, if they're by themselves, they don't have to, right? That's your personal choice. But then you're driving somewhere, so you're using your all your
Music.
motor skills, right? And you got
Yeah.
your music, you can turn your
Put the
music
music
up.
on.
There's all kinds of just little things. Like, it's just really important to do the
Yeah.
little things for yourself.
Yeah.
And like you said, call on your friends, right? Send that text
Absolutely.
out to check on somebody,
Yeah.
or you haven't heard from somebody
Yeah.
in a few
Check
weeks or a
on
few
them.
months. Just say, hey, you still in your cave? Are you alive in there? Do you need any snacks
Yeah.
in your cave, or do you want to like come on out for a little bit?
Yeah.
Right.
And I really worry when people, are, scared to ask for help or to
Mhm.
call somebody because they think that person's not going to understand. But if you have real
Right.
friends or family members that you need to talk to, please
Right.
do it because you can't get in because you get in your mind too much.
Right.
And then you're like, oh God, now it's just chaos. And how do I get out of this? And your mind is spinning and you're, in this gloom and you are like grasping for something to help you
Yes.
out of it. So it's so important that you do. Um,
And it's also important to check on your friends that you think are always fine,
yeah,
right? That one friend that, oh, nothing affects them. Well, maybe something's starting to affect them, right? So,
yeah.
like, you're in your slump and you're wishing somebody would throw you a line. How about you throw
Mhm.
a line out?
Yeah,
It's like, oh, that person that's always sunny and happy and got it all together. Maybe I will connect with them because they might need something, or
absolutely.
just connecting with that person might help you. Right? You don't
Hmm.
have to. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. Just like, you good, right? Or
Yeah.
send an emoji. Anything. Just make
A
make your
funny
life easier.
meme, a funny meme.
Oh yeah, funny memes, definitely.
Oh my
I sent out
goodness.
a few of those recently.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now that we kind of touched on that a little bit, like, I'm not throwing it by the wayside, but I'm going to let Kim talk a little bit about
Oh,
what she is now offering.
yep, it's
She did some,
time.
yes, she did some studying. She's taken some courses, and she's been redirecting what she is going to be offering. So she will
Absolutely.
no longer be doing readings.
Nope.
Um, we will occasionally do an online card reading, and that'll be just for fun. It's not going to
Yep.
be a sit down reading like she was doing before. She has found
It probably
her,
would end up like
yeah. So,
but
but
yeah.
she's found her path or her direction. So she's going to share now.
Yeah. So the last I guess over a year I've been taking classes with somebody in Toronto and I am doing the shamanic practitioner. So
Yes.
I will have yes, I'm so excited for this because it's something. I think the first time I went to a drumming, it was that moment. I had always been scared of it before, and I never knew why. So I think it was something past life, something that
Okay.
happened, and it scared me. But that first time doing the drum, like wow, wow, and I just knew that moment that it was like pulling to me. I just love it. I just love it so much. So I've been doing classes for over a year now, and starting now, I'll still do Reiki, and I'm still going to do higher dimensional. Higher dimensional, I think, is very very important. But now I'm going to have a okay. So one of the things I'm going to be offering is
Yeah.
passing the power. So
Okay.
passing the power is I've done it to you, Jenny, right? So
Yes. Yep.
so it's just about empowering yourself. So just filling
Yes.
yourself full of energy, like just like it's almost like
Right.
your
So,
chest, you know.
for an example, I'll give the
Mhm.
example why you passed me power that day. We had someone come in we were in a safe space, right, with a few people, and someone came in and disrupted that energy for all of us, and I felt like I was just going to pass out. My eyes were red, like, it was just crazy. So Kim says, okay, let's pass some power. And I don't
Mhm.
even know what she did to me, but I felt like I had slept and woke up from a very good side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about empowering yourself.
Yeah,
So I
totally
can,
re-energizing.
if I'm feeling low energy, I can work myself and get that energy going. But it's almost like you have so much power, and then you just hand it to the other person, and that you just see
And
that
where does
person
that power come from? Where do you generate it
higher.
from? Oh, okay. So you're generating it from higher dimensional power or universal power.
All of it. I think
Okay,
all of it. I really do.
cool.
You call in your helping spirits, and they just, oh, it's just so powerful. Everybody needs to experience it. Just incredible.
Yes.
So that's
That's one thing. Okay.
yeah. So something just moved in my room, and then the next another one I'm going to be offering is a retrieval of power animal.
Right.
So everybody has power animals. So power animals are like guides, and they work with you and protect you and guide you and even nudge you. So they're
Yes.
just like a guide, just in an animal form. And so I go in and I actually find your power animal, and then retrieve it, and then hand it to you.
Yes.
So then and again, I think I did this with.
I don't know if you've
I don't
done
know
it
if it
with
was you. I know your
you.
son.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yep.
did.
You've done my son.
Um, so yeah, it's just incredible, and you feel it. Like I know that he was really feeling it in that
Oh,
moment.
yeah, and he was super excited about it too. I
Yeah.
was too. Someone else passed me a power animal.
Yes.
So I was pretty excited about it because this power animal follows me around now, right? And it's like
Yeah.
leaving me messages. It's definitely nudging me. So
Absolutely.
Spencer very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was ready for that one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So that's another one. So very exciting that you get to meet, one of your guides. Um, I have an owl. I have a wolf. I have I have an ostrich.
I love that. And
I
once
know.
you get past one and you experience it, somehow they start coming to you in different forms. They don't have to always be passed to you
No.
like this,
Yes.
right? They can
You'll
just
you'll
start showing
know.
up.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Like I see my owl all the time. My owl's with me all the time.
I love it.
And I know when he's coming to me. I know it.
Okay.
Like I can feel it. And then when I call him in, it's almost like you can feel his wings, like when he's
Right.
landing. Oh, it's so incredible. It's just, whoa, it's really
That's
cool.
awesome.
And then I will be doing extractions.
Okay.
So an extraction is, so I would connect with my helping spirits,
Mhm.
and then I call in to remove any discordant energies from you.
Right.
So this is energy that doesn't serve you, and you will be protected and safe during it. There's nothing to be scared of. And I think I did this to you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
I didn't get much after that.
yeah. So no, you were pretty good. So
Yeah.
yeah, these are just energies that, sometimes you just feel something is off, or we
Right.
get a lot of energy that doesn't belong to us. We can get attachments. We can, who knows? Um, because spirit is everywhere. There's so many that
Yes.
they just will attach to you. So a lot of that energy you don't need. It doesn't help you. And we just get rid of it for you. So that's
Yes.
a really, really powerful.
Now, how would someone know? Give us an example, maybe. How would someone know when they have some discordant energies?
Well, it's feeling off. It's kind of like you just feel, people might feel heavy. They might feel anxiety. They just feel like something's off.
Could you be
And
more argumentative and more
mhm, sure,
like combative, or
absolutely,
even more secluded, like more introverted? Like if you're
mhm,
generally an extrovert and you
right,
suddenly become very quiet and
yeah.
introverted. So those are cues for people that they could need an extraction.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you start feeling stuff, even like starting to feel sick and stuff like that, it could be just like we could just pull that right from you and get rid of it, because it's
Right.
just it's negative energy.
Right.
right?
Yeah, that's
So
and it's not yours, obviously.
it's not yours. And all of us, have it unless you're like really high up and perfect.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, so that it's very I won't say it is intense, but it's not. It's very calming. Like you don't get scared
Yes.
or anything like that. It's just like you'll actually probably fall asleep.
Yeah,
You're
because you're not supposed to leave your body, right? So we're not supposed to
right. No,
meditate
no.
during
They
this.
yes,
We're supposed
yes.
to be present. We're supposed to stay in our physical
Yeah.
body and just participate in it. Correct?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And when
So,
because I drum and then I rattle.
right,
And then, so that intense, even the vibration of the drumming and rattling, it really gets like high power that you
right,
can feel the energy throughout your whole body. But yes, you don't leave, you don't like in Reiki, I always say go to your happy place or whatever.
right. Yeah.
This one, no, you have to stay in. Like I might even like come up with like you have to like promise me or make a contract with me or something that you won't leave, that you'll stay and just
Right.
let me do the work. So that's another one. And then soul retrieval.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, soul
Yeah.
retrieval is actually for me. It was my when I had it done. Um, I felt really fulfilled.
Yeah, you kind of feel complete, right?
Complete, yes.
Yeah.
So this is when we call in our helping spirits, and then we go and find pieces of our soul that have left our body due to like it could be illness, it could be trauma, it could be you know
Right.
abuse, it could be whatever, right? Like so sometimes a piece of that goes, and even limbs. So
Oh,
um
oh yeah, or organs or whatever
organs,
you've
yeah,
yes, definitely.
women that have had hysterectomies,
Mhm.
or personally, like my husband, has had an accident and had lost some of like his fingers, whatever. I could go and find that
And bring that
and
energy back to him.
bring it back to him. Yeah,
Right. So then
you
he
can do
doesn't
that.
feel like it's missing.
Right. Because
Okay, yeah.
sometimes, when you get that feeling like even with what we do, we kind of sometimes get blocked and we feel like something's off and we just
Out of
need to,
alignment, kind of out of
yeah,
balance.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So soul retrieval, that's exactly what it is. It's part of the, sorry, find pieces of your soul that have left the body due to illness, trauma, pain, etc. And then I give your power back to you. So the
Right.
helping spirits, we're bringing it back to you.
So it's like a
Be
coming back home.
Yeah, and like
Right.
myself, I felt like a lot of childhood pain memories.
Right.
Where
Right.
it kind of fixed that. I seriously, I felt fulfilled. That like I
That's
just
awesome. Okay,
yeah.
so let's say someone has blocked out some of their childhood because it's been traumatic.
Hmm.
And so they don't have a memory of that. Now, you retrieving that part of them that they left in that timeline or whatever,
Yeah.
will that help resurface all the memories as well? Like, what if they don't want to remember anything? What if they were happy
Um,
blocking that out?
so it's almost like the soul already knows what it needs and
Okay.
what it wants. So if it's something that the body does not want back, because we have to ask for permission to take it back,
Right. Yeah.
right?
I was just
So
saying some people might
yeah,
think that they're dredging up old stuff,
right.
right? That's not the point of it all.
Yeah, you could like broken hearts. Like
Right.
we literally have broken hearts. We can go and find a piece. That
Mhm.
piece that was hurt,
Yes.
that you felt disappointment, stuff like that. So yeah, we
Yes.
can go and
Awesome.
find it. So that's another one, the soul retrieval, and
Okay.
then okay, so psychopomp.
This
Um,
one intrigues me.
yes. So this is what I
You
did
can use
actually
my
a year
example if
ago.
you like. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. So psychopomp, and this is for me, it's kind of cool because I was doing this a long time ago and not knowing what I was doing.
Right.
So psychopomp is like if you have a loved one or whoever, and you want to make sure that they're okay. So
Okay.
it's not a reading. I'm not going to say it's a reading, but it would be like sitting with me and asking like, you know, I am still going to do that part of it for the psychopomp.
Right.
right? So
Okay.
it's not, I'm not going to like sit and talk about your personal stuff. I'm going to sit and talk about your loved ones. So
Right.
that's mostly what I've done. I think myself, I'm not much of a psychic part. I'm more of a
Right.
medium where I talk to dead people, right? That's what I
Yes.
mostly do. So psychopomp is, this is a very gentle way to go in and to check on your loved ones, because souls get
Yeah.
stuck here, right?
Right.
Even the animals, like um, we just go in and we make sure that they're okay.
Right.
Because when, if they get stuck or they're lost or don't know that they died, there's so many different reasons why souls stay here. So we go in, we find them, and if they haven't crossed over, we ask if they want to, and we help them. If they
Yes.
don't, then they don't. They're not ready, right? Like,
Yeah.
but it's just something like if someone comes in, they can ask about their loved ones. And I don't know if you want to talk. Like we
Yeah.
did,
Go for it.
yeah. So when Jenny's uncle passed
Yeah.
away, Jenny had like called me right away. I
I
think
think it was like Thursday or Friday. I can't even remember which day
I
now.
can't. Yeah.
Friday. I think it was Friday.
So
Yeah.
I used the psychopomp, and I went in, and he was not. He was still here. He understood that he had passed. He told me about how he passed, and gave me some information about that. And then he's not ready to go. He's going to wait
Okay.
and go with his mother when it's time.
Yes. Okay.
So we have to respect that. He has the opportunity to go. He knows he can go, but
Yes.
some souls want to stay, and that's what they want. So we can't tell them, no, you have to go. Like we
No.
can't
No.
do that. No,
It's
no.
still a choice. There's still
Yeah,
a choice in it.
right.
Yes.
So those are some of the things like I'll be doing. And if anybody's interested, there is kind of like a, so if you're interested, you contact me. You can contact me on Facebook, or I think my number's on Facebook as well. And then Jenny has my information as well. And then I have to go in and see what you need. So
So it's
like,
almost like a consultation, basically.
yes, yes, we have to
Okay.
do
All
that.
right.
Yeah. So we have to, so I go and I ask the helping spirits what this person, like, say you come and say, you know what, I think I need something. I'm not sure, but I think I need it. And I say, okay,
Right.
okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to check and see
Right.
what you need. And then the helping spirits will tell me, oh, maybe she needs all of it, or maybe she only needs two of them, whatever. But
Okay. Now, what if I needed all of it? Just an
Mhm.
example. You don't do all of that in one session.
Oh, we could.
Oh, you can do it all in one session? So it's not
Mhm.
just like a step-by-step process.
No, we
You can
could.
just say, okay,
Like
now you get
normally,
an
yeah,
extraction, a power animal, some
yeah,
power. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool. All
and
right.
we're guided just like Reiki and just like higher dimensional. We're guided as
Okay.
to how we do it. So our helping
Oh,
spirits come down and tell us, maybe they need the extraction first, and then we're going to fill them with power.
okay.
That makes sense, right?
Right.
So, or soul true or whatever way, but the helping spirits, before I even have a meeting with you, I go in and make sure that
Okay.
it's needed, that they
Okay.
will assist. And that, I guess there will be times that some people, it's not the time for them, and
Right.
we just have to accept that. But
So we can't just say, no, I want an extraction. That's it. Straight
no,
up.
no,
That's not how it works, right? Okay.
no, we ask our helping spirits what
Okay.
what the people client needs. Um, and yeah, I'm very excited to
Me
finally.
too. Me too. Yeah, she's been practicing and in her classes, and we've experienced a little bit of practice here. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
something great.
so I'm really, really
It's
excited.
very energizing. Like some of the sessions I've had in my life, they weren't as uplifting, right? Like the energy you bring to it,
Right.
I'm not tired afterwards. It's
No,
not an emotional release afterwards. It's none of those things.
no,
Like where Reiki, you can have an emotional release, or the higher dimensional that taps into emotional stuff sometimes too, or
right.
spiritual. It's totally different. It's a
It's
very different experience altogether.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's it's just amazing. I'm so excited to
Me
finally,
too.
I've been talking about
Well,
this for so
we've
long.
known for a while that she was going to do this. We
Yeah,
didn't just know recently, but we
right.
kind of holding off, right? It's a surprise to you dreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will be offered at the tree
Yes.
and like my place as well. So
Mhm.
if anybody's interested, you can reach out and talk to Jenny or myself, and we can get it going.
Yeah, and we'll try to put up a little description on the Facebook page,
Yep.
and we'll bring her back onto the website and add some new information about all of that. And if
Hmm.
you're interested, just give us a call or
Yeah,
message
like
one of us.
I'm ready to go.
She's
I
ready now. She's had her time off and she's ready to go.
had I got my energy back. I was
Right.
very tired it was just to me my that year last year wasn't good for
Well,
me. So,
last year was a very intense year for a lot of people.
yeah.
And I don't know if all of you dreamers or anyone who's listening or going to be watching,
Mhm.
they don't know everything that's been going on in our lives, right? The surgeries that have happened and like the shifting in your life and, funerals and just stuff happening, kids
Yeah.
coming and going and things changing, energies changing too. And some energies leaving and new ones coming in. So it's an intense year,
Absolutely.
and it's not even been a full year for either of us,
No.
right?
No.
So in March will be the full 12 months of the entire shift of energy for us. And
Yeah.
we both have been kind of like on a similar path of all of the stuff changing. So we're almost there.
Yeah.
We're
We're
almost
almost
there.
there, and then we can
Yes.
empty that bucket.
We can empty the bucket. Yes. But all this new moon energy is going to help with all that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm
Stay
trying
positive.
to, like, throughout the month, even just tap into the moon energy and
Mhm.
give messages of what it could help with
Right.
too. So not just the new moon and the full moon are important. There's all kinds of energy and helping energy throughout the entire month.
I love how all of a sudden, like, it's just calling you, like, this the
It
moon
is. It
just
is like
calling
it's just one day and it's just like, okay, I came out of meditation and that was it. It was all about moon energy
you. I
and
love
that
it.
I needed to share moon energy and how to, use it in your real life. Like, I'm not an astrologer. I don't know all of the ins and outs of all the planets and
Mhm.
all of that stuff, but I can share what I'm being gifted through meditation because everything I post about it, I swear, is coming word for word through my meditation.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So when you're given that nudge like that, like you said, love how it's just all about it. You got to grab hold of it and seize that opportunity.
Yeah.
And it could be something big like that because this is big for me, or it
Mhm.
could be something very little that turns into something big. So,
Absolutely.
so grab a hold of it and share it.
You gotta, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. You gotta acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it. Yes,
Yeah.
acknowledging it is like one of the most amazing things.
Yeah.
It's the
Absolutely.
first step for anything. So, so yeah, that's a lot, dreamers. That we just handed you a lot of information in the last 45 minutes.
And if anybody like has, they want more to talk about these
Yeah, if you have
different.
any questions or want
Absolutely. I'm
information,
just giving you like a little tidbit
yes.
of it.
Yeah, each time we come on here, there's so much more we could share, but we would be on here for hours and hours and hours. So
Yeah.
we don't want to waste your time or bore you because that would get boring listening to us for hours and hours. Just message us, give us a call, stop into the Dreaming Tree and ask for some information. We're happy to share.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be doing pulling cards soon.
Yes, I am hoping to post a date in February once I look at everybody's schedules.
Hmm.
And then you will see that. And hopefully, we can do it just like this live on YouTube, which is linked now to our Facebook page. I
Awesome.
haven't figured out if it's linked to our Instagram page yet or not. It's one step at a time. And it's pre recorded as well, so you can watch it again.
That's good that they can go
Yes.
back, and you can even like share it to people that don't have
Yes.
Facebook. You can actually share it.
I did not know I had that ability to do that. Kim shared it with one of our other friends, and I'm like, how'd you do that? But
Yeah,
in my defense, that was the day that I was setting all this up and
right,
had no idea what was happening. So I'm like, don't even
right.
show me one more thing.
And I can't believe I figured it out. Like I don't know computer stuff.
I'm just like, how'd you do that? Share this one too, and share this one. And I'm like, share all these
Yeah.
things.
So
Right.
get these
So,
videos out and
yeah.
share
Just
with your
share it
friends.
away.
Yeah, and
And
we
if
hope.
any of you dreamers want to come on with us, if you want to just
Mhm.
come on with Kim or come on with myself or the two of us together, like we are more than happy to have conversation. Invite
Real
on another guest.
conversation. Yeah,
Real conversation. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. That's what it's all about.
definitely.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's a wrap for me. I don't know about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no, I like I finally feel like, yeah, I'm so excited. I get so excited about these
I think
just
it's
everything.
shifting into the new things that you are doing is going to be much lighter for you than what you were doing before. It's not
Right.
like you were it was heavy, but it was taxing on you, right?
Yeah,
And this is
doing
in
readings,
different form.
yeah.
Yes.
When I was doing readings, I I don't want to go too much into it, but I always felt like an act, like a circus, you know. It
Right.
it
Yeah.
really it was really hard on me and it does make me tired.
Yes.
Because I go deep.
She does. Yes. But
So
we are still teaching. So she
yes,
won't be doing readings, but we are still teaching all the courses. All the mediumship classes are posted on the Facebook page, on the
mhm,
website page. So
mhm.
anyone wants to participate in that, give us a message.
Yeah, we have a class I think
Register.
next week. I think we have
I do
one
think
planned, I
we
think.
have something coming up, definitely,
Yeah,
but my calendar is way over there.
yeah. I think
We have
next
one
Tuesday.
scheduled,
Mhm.
definitely. Yes.
Yep, and even like the mentoring, we're mentoring somebody right now,
Yes.
and the both of us are actually doing it.
Actually, we're tag teaming her.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I think is very helpful sometimes because you have two different teaching approaches.
Yeah.
And so she can absorb things differently from each of us.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
and she's doing a great job. Fantastic. I actually just booked her reading, Reiki and reading combo.
Oh, she's good for you.
Yes. So she is just really leaning in and embracing her gift.
She's
So,
really good.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She'll be great.
Yes, she will be.
Yeah.
So it's nice watching it unfold and her
It's so
blossom
exciting.
in her abilities. Yes.
Yeah. Like I will say like after her first reading, I of course was have been with her for probably 6 of her readings so far and we
Yeah.
do like this happy dance after because we just are so excited and I'm just really excited for her to watch her grow and
Yes.
become true to herself.
Yes.
So,
And it really is nice to pass that baton, right? All the things that we know, if
yeah.
we can help someone else
Absolutely. And
flourish.
all my sessions, Reiki, higher dimensional, the shamanic practitioner, you're still going to get messages. That I
Oh,
cannot
always.
turn off. I
Yes.
can't turn it off. I get messages every day and it just won't go away. That's okay. And I will
Yes.
still give messages through those sessions
Right.
if those people want it,
Yes.
right?
Well, I sat in your one of your mentor sessions with the girl that we're mentoring. I was
Mhm.
only in there for 5 minutes and gave Kim two messages. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Like
that's right. You
it
did.
doesn't turn off,
No.
right? It doesn't go anywhere. We just have to redirect it sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
I will say before, like with the energy, it's really like heightened, like with paranormal, like the uh,
Right.
souls and spirits around you. So, if you feel that extra energy, you just tell them to go. If
Yes,
you don't,
right now the energy on the planet and the stuff coming in and all
yeah,
the opening up of everything and people
the
awakening,
magnetic field is
the
just
magnetic field,
yeah,
yes. So you're not crazy. You are seeing and hearing and feeling. If
yep,
you do not want to, just voice that. And
yes, that's all you have to do.
yes, and be assertive with your voice and they will
Mean
listen.
it. You have to
Yeah,
mean it.
say what you mean and mean what you say,
There you go.
right? So, Yeah.
Yeah. So just, yeah, tell them to go away.
Go
They
and
don't
back
need to
off.
bother you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. I'm
Okay.
done.
So thank you, dreamers, for listening to us and joining us tonight. And I will be back on YouTube tomorrow with a Wellness Wednesday card reading. And then I will also be again on Thursday on a live group for one of another wellness group. They're bringing me on live, and it will be on
Nice.
Facebook and Instagram for you to see. And then you won't see my face again until next week. But I am under the tree. So I
Awesome.
look forward to seeing you. Have
Yes.
a
Thanks
great
for having me, Jenny.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining, Kim. Have a great night.